Oh look! Another anime video game for us to review. How riveting. We seem to be doing a lot of that lately. You know, there was a time when the mere mention of the words Dragon Ball Z would put a huge smile on my face. Then Screw Attack happened with the death battle. Thanks, guys.
Now, we checked out the very first Xenoverse game, and by the laws of YouTube and the internet, we are required to review its sequel. So without any further ado, here's our review of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
If you've played one Dragon Ball Z game, well, you've pretty much played them all. Well, hold on, that's not exactly true. Even though this is the 123,000th time we've had to fight Frieza on planet Namek, but hey, who's counting? Still, recently, the franchise has tried to put a few spins on things, and some with varying success. But the first Xenoverse did it pretty well. Once again, the flow of time is being threatened by Toa and Mira, but this time, they brought some non-canon friends with them. Funny. Turles from the Dragon Ball Z movie Tree of Might, and Lord Slug from, Lord Slug. Once again, you create your very own protagonist, customize his look, and join forces with the Time Patrol, led by the Elder Kai, Trunks, and the Supreme Kai of Time. Honestly, not much has changed from the first game. Here, the hub world is now known as Kontan City, a much larger environment than the first game's town, where now you can run or fly around the area, bump into other players, and interact with the Dragon Ball Z mainstays. Asking them to train you is a real great way to get more moves that you can add to your set. The more the merrier. The hub world also connects you to other familiar areas, such as Frieza's ship and Hercule's house. Once there, you can accept challenges as a way to level up and build up your stats. With attribute points, you can assign them to increase your health, stamina, among other various attributes. Not to mention, get some new costumes for your character. Looking good, looking real good. The customization in this game has been expanded from the first one, giving you just a little bit more to work with, allowing you to really put your unique stamp on how your character will perform in the Dragon Ball Z mythos. Along with mini-games and race-specific trials, the game's servers can literally hold up to hundreds of players where you can join forces for quests or battle each other one-on-one. Hey, that's always fun. In offline battles, you can challenge yourself to multiple different contests, and online, you can put your skills to the test against other live beings. And the biggest plus of all, we actually got a connection! Oh Jesus, thank God! He didn't die in vain! With this connection, playing online in an anime game on the Xbox One is a freaking rare thing!
For us anyway, we got gypped with Naruto and One Piece, but DBZ came through. Now, the online during battling worked fine enough. However, when in multi-person mode while wandering around the hub world with other players, things got a little herky-jerky at times. Nothing too terrible, but it was noticeable. Speaking of the hub world, the music got a little annoying. Might as well get into it. The music was a little hit and miss in this game. Some were pretty rockin', but other tracks kinda reminded me of this.
Careful, man, I like that soundtrack.
Haha, have fun on that island. Anyway, let's get to the meat and bones of this game, which is of course the brawling itself. The combat here functions just like the first game. You maneuver around giant areas and unleash your powers. Using the lock-on, you can zero in on your opponent. By rapidly pressing the strong or weak attack, you can pull off some fairly long combo strings. It is simple, but effective. Hey Dimps, we saw Man of Steel 2. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. You can bring further destruction by accessing your super moves by bringing up the super moves menu. By the way, you can adjust the control scheme in the options menu. Bottom line, if you played the first game, you have basically played the second, as the mission statement for Xenoverse 2 is pretty much, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But for our taste, the camera still has a ton of issues, such as getting too close to a mountain or obstruction will allow you to get really up and close and personal with your characters, to the point that you can practically see their nose hairs.
How dare you! You're going to pay for this!
It is kind of easy for us to make fun of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, after all these years, the franchise has gotten a little long in the tooth. But on the other hand, it is a testament to its popularity that has managed to last this long. As for Xenoverse 2, it does an adequate job in delivering the kinetic action that we would expect from a DBZ title.
The fighting is easy to pick up and play, and there's plenty of stuff to do both online and offline for any players out there. No, that is until Xenoverse 3 happens, which probably will soon. The timeline gimmick does return, same as the first game, messing around with the story arcs of the game to keep things interesting. However, this game is definitely not going to convert any fans or bring on any newcomers that weren't already interested in Dragon Ball Z in the first place. But to us, we feel that that actually wasn't even the intention. Was it? Well, there you guys have it. That was another video game review, anime video game review, from the Brotherhood of Gaming.com. Now, before you go, please feel free to check out all of the other great content that we have by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. And also over there, we have speed runs, we have Tales of Retrospectives, we have Sega vs. SNES, we have so much other cool stuff that we're uploading weekly, so you know what, check it out. You'll be glad you did.